on a baseball field as a gunman targets U.S. lawmakers.
It went on for about 10 minutes. Dozens and dozens and dozens of shots fired.
Stunned witnesses share their stories, and just about everyone agrees there's one thing that stopped this from being much worse.
Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
In just moments, an early morning baseball practice turned into the scene of a deadly shootout.
Some of us were in the dugout, some of us were on the ground. I was behind the dugout.
As members of Congress ducked for cover, police fired back at the gunman.
They shot the shooter, and I think the security detail saved a lot of lives.
The shooting quickly condemned on the floor of the Congress.
An attack on one of us is an attack on all of us.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. We start with that shooting near Washington, D.C., targeting lawmakers. The attack has stunned the country, leaving the gunman dead, 5 people injured, including a congressman from Louisiana and a lobbyist who is a Michigan native. We start with Devin Skillian, who's been following this story all day long and joins us now from the newsroom with the very latest. Devin.
Well, Karen, this morning a lone man armed with a long gun opened fire on a baseball field where Republican members of the congressional baseball team were practicing. Just moments ago, new cell phone video was released capturing the moments that those shots were fired. The gunfire goes on for quite a while. 5 people were shot, including Congressman Steve Scalise, the majority whip of the House of Representatives. Investigators have identified the gunman as 66-year-old James Hodgkinson from Belleville, Illinois. Senator Bernie Sanders said in a statement he's been told that the shooter was a volunteer on the Sanders presidential campaign. And before the shots were fired, a GOP lawmaker said the gunman asked him whether it was Republicans or Democrats playing on the field.
We were doing batting practice, and all of a sudden we heard shots, and it was clear pretty quickly that there was a shooter there with a high-powered rifle.
I didn't know how many rounds this guy had. I didn't know if it was 1, 2, 3 shots, if he was done or what. But then he proceeded to just go ape and fire one after the next, and he had one magazine after the next. It must have gone on for 10 minutes.
One of the 5 people wounded, Oakland County native Matt Micah, who is a lobbyist for Tyson Foods. He was a high school graduate from Southfield Lathrop, shot a number of times and is in critical condition at this hour. His family is telling us right now he is undergoing surgery at a Washington, D.C. hospital. President Trump delivered a statement earlier today crediting the heroic actions of the Capitol Police.
Many lives would have been lost if not for the heroic actions of the 2 Capitol Police officers who took down the gunman despite sustaining gunshot wounds during a very, very brutal assault.
And those officers really were only there because of the presence of Congressman Scalise, who, as I mentioned, is the majority whip and so has security with him. Congressman Bishop, who we heard from earlier, one of 3 Michigan lawmakers on the field at the time. None of them was injured, fortunately. The latest report, though, on Congressman Scalise, he's now in critical condition after having surgery earlier today. So a lot to keep following here. We will keep you posted on all those who've been injured, as well as more of the investigation that goes on into the gunman. Karen, back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Devin.